Good morning, all of you. Dear all BSc third year student, semester third, semester fifth. That is BSc TY, semester fifth, organic chemistry. That is, we discuss about the organometallic compounds. Yes, that is topic name is organometallic compounds. What is meant by organometallic compounds? We discuss about the organometallic compounds. Organometallic compounds is a chemical compounds and which contains at least one bond between metallic elements and a carbon atom belonging to an organic molecules. That is, at least one carbon atom, at least the chemical compound which contains at least one bond between metallic element and a carbon atom. Metallic element, that is the transition element. All the transition elements, these scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, cobalt, argon, iron, cobalt, all these elements, that is they possesses the magnesium, lithium, they possesses that element, all these elements bonding with the carbon atom, and in between these the bond is, that is covalent bond is formed, and that compound is known as the organometallic compound. That compound is known as the organometallic compounds. Organometallic compounds are defined as compound containing a covalent bond between a carbon atom and a metal, that is carbon magnesium. That is, that bond is organomagnesium. If the carbon is bonded with the lithium, that is organolithium. If the carbon is bonding with the zinc atom, zinc metal, then the organo-zinc compounds are there. That is organo-zinc compounds. The metallites such as the silicon, tin, boron are known to form the organometallic compounds which are used in some industrial chemical reactions also. That is, already we discussed about the metallites which possesses the metallic as well as the non-metallic properties. That element also, that is the silicon, tin, boron, are known to be the organometallic compounds which are used in the various industrial chemical reactions. This is the preliminary idea, that is the introductory part of the organometallic compounds. What is meant by the organometallic compounds? Organometallic compounds means what? That is when the carbon atom is bonding with the metal atom. When the carbon atom is bonding with the metal atom, in between that compounds are known as the organometallic compounds. Metal, transition metal, scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc. That is, these are the D block elements. Transition metals. They forms the organometallic bond. That is the lithium, magnesium is also. These are the alkali and alkaline earth metals also. They form these are the metals. They forms the organometallic bonds or the compounds. How they forms and okay. In the next slide, that is the organometallics are compounds containing carbon and metal bonds. And the carbon having the electronegativity of the carbon atom is more than that of the metal atom. That's why the carbon atom has attract the electron towards itself, and the and acquires a partial negative charge on the carbon atom. And while on the metal atom, it donates the electron to the corresponding carbon atom and they forms the partial positive charge. Carbon has an electronegativity of near of 2.5, and most metals, that is M is represented as the metals, have the electronegativity is less than 2.0. 2.0. Therefore, the organometallics have dipoles where the carbon is negative, that is the nucleophiles. Here the dipole moment is formed. Carbon having the more electronegativity than that of the metal atom. The electronegativity of the carbon atom is 2.5, and while the electronegativity of the metals are less than 2.0, that's why the carbon atoms in the organometallic compounds, the carbon atom attracts the electron towards itself and acquires the partial negative charge on the carbon atom, while in case of the metal atom donates the electron to the corresponding carbon atom and the metal atom acquires the partial positive charge on the metal atom. Why? Because the electronegativity of the metal atom is less than 2.0. We compare that the carbon having the electronegativity is 2.5, and most of the metals have the electronegativity less than 2.0. Therefore, the organometallics have it forms the dipoles, that is partial negative charge on the carbon atom and the partial positive charge on the metal atom. Therefore, the organometallics have the dipoles where the carbon is the negative, that is the nucleophiles. This is the it acquires the partial negative charge. That's why the carbon is the negative, partial negative charge, and the carbon is the negative, that is the nucleophiles. This is electrophiles. Then this means that the organometallic compounds tends to act as a carbon-based nucleophiles as well as bases. It acts as a base. It acts as a base in the organometallic compounds. Then that is the common example of the organometallic compound, that is the methyl lithium. The lithium is a most electropositive in nature. That is, lithium is present in the group first element, and the valency, that is in the outermost cell only one electron is present. That's why this lithium is most electropositive in nature, and it donates the electron to the corresponding methyl lithium or the any alkyl groups, and the bonding between the lithium or this is the metal and the methyl, they forms this methyl lithium. This carbon atom attract the electron towards itself and it acquires the partial negative charge on the methyl lithium, and the lithium acquires the partial positive charge. And in between these two, that is organometallic bond is present. Organometallic bond. Organo, and this is metal. Organometallic bond. Or this is known as the organometallic compounds. This is the organolithium compounds and the organomagnesium chloride. This is the example of organomagnesium. That is, this magnesium bond, this magnesium metal is bonded with the methyl lithium. Here the carbon CH3, the methyl lithium, in between these the organometallic bond is present. This is magnesium is present in the second group. Magnesium is present in the second group, while in the valence shell, how many electrons are present? 2 electrons. 2 electrons are present. This is also the alkaline earth metals and the electropositive in nature, and on the, that is the electronegativity of the magnesium is also, that is less than 2.0, and the methyl, that is the carbon having the electronegativity is greater than that is electronegativity is 2.5. Then this is this methyl lithium, the methyl acquires the partial, it attracts the electron towards itself and acquires the partial negative charge or the positive, it acquires the partial negative charge, and on the magnesium atom it acquires the partial positive charge or the positive charge. This compound is known as the organomagnesium compound. Organomagnesium compound or the organomagnesium chloride. Methyl magnesium chloride. Methyl magnesium chloride. This complex is known as the Grignard reagent. This complex is known as the methyl magnesium chloride, ethyl magnesium chloride, or the alkyl magnesium chloride. This complex is known as the Grignard reagents or the Grignard reagents. And then the dimethyl cuprate, lithium dimethyl cuprate. Here the lithium acquires the partial, that is the positive charge on the copper, that is negative charge is there. Organocuprate, that is Gilman reagent. This reagent is known as the Gilman reagent. Then we discuss about the alkyl magnesium halides. Alkyl magnesium halides. Alkyl magnesium halides reacts with the magnesium metal in an anhydrous ether solvent to create a organometallic results. The Grignard reagent is highly reactive and is used to prepare many functional groups. Yes, alkyl halide when react with the magnesium or the metal, that is the magnesium metal in anhydrous ether solvent, then the formation of alkyl magnesium halides. For example, here that is R is represented as the alkyl group, Mg is that is the metal atom, magnesium atom, and X is represented as the halides, that is chlorine, bromine, and iodine. Then alkyl halides. Then here alkyl halides, that is the alkyl halides on the carbon atom. This is the partial positive charge and this is the partial negative charge. Why? Because all the halides having the electronegativity is greater than that of the carbon atoms. That's why this halide they acquires the partial negative charge and this carbon atom acquires the partial positive charge. Then this alkyl halide is react with the active metals, that is the lithium, magnesium, zinc, etc. And then the formation of the organometal complex. Here the carbon atom acquires the partial negative charge and while the metal atom acquires the partial positive charge. Then this is the negatively charged alkyl halides, and this is the metal atoms are the positively charged. Here in this case, like this, the bonding is formed, that is it acquires the electron towards itself, the halides are formed, and here it donate the electron to the halides. Here it forms the positive charge. While this positive charge, here positive charge is formed, and this is the organometal compounds. Organometal compounds are formed. Then next, ethyl magnesium bromide. Ethyl magnesium bromide, this is the ethyl bromide, ethyl chloride, ethyl fluoride, ethyl magnesium halide, that is ethyl halides. Ethyl magnesium bromide, where the ethyl halide or the ethyl halide is reacted with the magnesium. Ethyl halide react with the magnesium in presence of the dry ether, then the formation of ethyl magnesium bromide or the ethyl magnesium halides. That is ethyl bromide when react with the metal atom, that is the magnesium, in presence of the dry ether, then the formation of ethyl magnesium bromide. This is the general reactions, and this is the When we take an example of the bromide in presence of the dry ether, then ethyl bromide is react with the magnesium in presence of the dry ether, then the formation of ethyl magnesium bromide. This is general reaction. In presence, that is halide is any halides, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, that is ethyl halide when react with the magnesium in presence of the dry ether, then the formation of the ethyl magnesium halides, that ethyl magnesium halides, and this is the Grignard reagents. Grignard reagent. We can take example of ethyl bromide, ethyl fluoride, ethyl chloride, like this. When they act with the magnesium in presence of dry ether, then the formation of ethyl magnesium bromide. The chemical reaction and the mechanism. Mechanism is like this. When the ethyl or the methyl magnesium bromide is attacks on the carbonyl carbon, that is this is the acetone or propanone. This methyl acquires the negative charge and this magnesium acquires the this acquires the partial negative charge and this acquires the magnesium metal acquires the partial positive charge, and this, that is the carbonyl carbon atom is electron deficient in nature, and this methyl is attacks on the yes the carbonyl carbon atom, that is the electron deficient in nature, and that's why the methyl atom that is the negative charge attacks on the carbonyl carbon atoms, then these electrons are delocalized towards the oxygen atom, and here acquires the negative charge, and this MgBr group is like this complex is formed. This reaction is reacted in presence of the dry ether. When the acetone is reacted with the methyl magnesium bromide in presence of the dry ether, then the formation of addition product, that is the magnesium bromide complex is formed. And then after hydrolysis, which on hydrolysis it gives the 2-methyl propane 2-all, that is at the longest chain at 2 position OH or the alkyl group is present, that's why 2-all, and then this is OH Mg, one of the hydrogen atom HOH, H is that is the here negative charge, it acquires the, that is the OH, it abstract the one H group, and MgOH group, that is the magnesium having the electron deficient and the OH negative, and it from the MgOH and Br group, that is this product is named as the 2-methyl propane 2-all. This is the chemical reaction of the Grignard reagent, and the that is the mechanism, how the mechanism is formed. Here in this case, that is in the Grignard reagent, methyl group is the all the metal atom. Then the metal atom is react with the organo compounds, that is the methyl, ethyl, propyl, alkyl groups. These acquire the partial negative charge, and this acquire the, that is the metal acquire the partial positive charge. This is very simple reaction. Next we discuss about here example of ethyl group, ethyl magnesium bromide in presence of dry ether, ethyl magnesium bromide in presence of dry ether, that is this acquires the partial negative charge, and the Mg group it acquires the positive charge. Then the electrons are delocalized towards the oxygen atom, they acquire the negative charge, and Mg this is the ethyl group. and MgBr group. Which on hydrolysis it gives the H and MgBr OH, that is the compound is 2-methyl butane 2-ol. Then another example is ester, that is methyl acetate. Methyl acetate which on hydrolysis it gives the this group that is OCH3 group is removed, and here they again this ketone is reacted with the methyl magnesium bromide, then forms a Mg complex, and which on hydrolysis it gives the 2-methyl propane 2-ol. Very simple reactions. This is the Grignard reaction, or the methyl magnesium bromide is reacted with the methyl acetate in presence of the dry ether. All the Grignard reagents are performed in the dry ether. So this is the firstly when react with ethyl acetate, or this is the ketone, this is ester, and forms a magnesium complex, and after that which on hydrolysis it gives the ketone, that is the acetone, and after again we react with the methyl magnesium bromide, then the formation of magnesium complex, which on hydrolysis it gives the 2-methyl propane 2-ol. That is the compound, last the final product is formed, and after that different chemical reactions are occurred in the that is the Grignard reagent. By using this Grignard reagent, the various reactions are formed. First, that is the Grignard reagent. Then Grignard reagent, when react with the ketones, then the formation of the tertiary alcohols. When the Grignard reagent reacts with the aldehyde group, the secondary alcohols are formed, and that is primary, secondary, and tertiary. That when the Grignard reagent react with the formaldehyde, forms primary alcohol. When the Grignard reagent react with the aldehyde, then the forms secondary alcohol. When the Grignard reagent react with the ketones, then the formation of tertiary alcohols. Then here epoxides, this is the epoxide. When the Grignard reagent is reacts with the epoxide in presence of dry ethers, then the formation of primary alcohols. This epoxide, that is ring opening, then deuterium oxide or the H2O. When this Grignard reagent reacts with this, that is the alkane is formed. In this case, then Grignard reagent reacts with the halides, then formation of the alkanes, that is silane ROCl reacts with the Grignard reagent, and then that is Grignard reagent, then the formation of alkyl nitride. That is the various reactions are found in the, that is acyl chloride that reacts with the Grignard reagent, and the formation of the, that is the secondary alcohols. The various reactions are found by using the Grignard reagent. This is very important aspects of the organometallic compounds, and the various reactions are by using this Grignard reagent you can perform the various reactions. So this is the very important topic of the organomagnesium compounds, that is the sub unit of the organometallic compounds, organomagnesium compounds. These are the organomagnesium compounds.